And good afternoon, racing fans. Welcome to Hawthorne Racecourse for a Sunday afternoon of thoroughbred action. Jim Miller joining you with race day analysis and information on a toasty one here in the Chicagoland area. Sunny skies, temperatures in the upper 80s today. Fast main track, firm turf course. 3 races on the grass today. With the warmer temps, we're going to have short and post parades throughout the course of the day. But it is a good card from top to bottom as we open with 2-year-olds today. Stake race goes as race number 3. We have 2 turf events that take place as part of the late pick 4 and the late pick 5, and not a whole lot of scratches on the card as from top to bottom, pretty competitive day of racing. Let's take a look through the 9 races today, kind of see how I think things may unfold throughout the course of the day. Trainer Chris Block lined up to have a pretty good day, as well as trainer Michelle Boyce, but we kick things off in the opener with the 2-year-olds in race number 1. In this spot, we go 5/8 of a mile in the first. It's a field of 6 to line up in race number 1, and from that field of 6, there is a filly taken on the boys, and that's the horse on the outside. That's Eliza Vance. This one from the barn of trainer Larry Ravelli, and Eliza Vance was entered against the girls actually on Thursday, but Ravelli had another one in there that was very tough as well, and that was the winner in that spot. So Eliza Vance scratches out of that race, runs against the boys, and we see if Ravelli can get another winner in here. As this one in that debut race back on June the 23rd, I thought ran a decent race. Outside draw that day, maybe got away just a step slowly, broke a little bit outward in that spot, closed up some ground to finish third in there. That was as a 3-5 favorite. You look on the board right now, currently sitting as a 3-5 favorite once again, and Eliza Vance, I do expect to take that action from the outside, but since that last start, has gotten a few workouts under her belt, has gotten a gate drill under her belt as well, and I do think this one should move forwardly here today. I'm going to look to her on top in race number 1. Race 2 today gets $10,000 claimers. They go 1 mile and 70 yards in the second. Field of 7 to line up in race number 2. Money Agent is your 9-5 morning line choice, and that's a horse probably overdue for that maiden score. I'm going to look on top, though, to the 6. That's Kukui. Kukui from the barn of trainer Cheryl Weinbaugh. Frank Reyes gets the call today as Kukui, horse that's raced at Gulfstream Park over the course of those 3 starts, as this is a horse that in that last out got away a step slowly and really couldn't do that going the 5.5 furlongs on the synthetic. Now you go 2 turns today. Kukui with the stretch and distance should be able to show a little bit of speed in this spot, and there's not a whole lot of pace in this race. As you look up and down the field, looks like Cupid's War on the inside maybe shows a little bit of speed, maybe Money Agent as well, but I think Kukui is a horse that should be able to rate close, much like what you saw in that start 2 back going 7.5, and if this one can get away in good order, I think with the class relief here and the stretch to 2 turns once again, Kukui could put forth a very good effort, as I'm going to look to that one on top in race number 2. Third race on the card is the stakes event. This is the Mystery Giver Handicap. Field of 4 in here. Couple of scratches. Take out the 2 horse, Read the Cliff Notes, as that one's racing in a race number 4 today. Take out the 6 Monster on the Midway. That one's re-entered for Thursday's card and possibly a winning spot on the grass. It leaves you with only 4 in here, but I'll tell you, it's still a very competitive field in this spot for the fact that we'll see how the turf plays because it's a firm turf course. Man on Attack's a horse that should be carving out the early fractions in there. Then you get the 2 block runners in Towering Storm and Another Mystery. Towering Storm maybe rates a little bit closer than Another Mystery early on, but Another Mystery was in a very similar situation in the last out for this. And the Bucks boy is in that spot again. Man on Attack was able to kind of cruise along on the front end. Another Mystery had to grind things out late, just got up in time, winning by 3/4 of a length in that spot. So we'll see if this one can pinch on through for a victory there in race number 3. Silver Quarters probably rates back a little bit early on and then comes running at him late in the lane, but we'll see if they're able to admire Another Mystery in the winner's circle once again there in race number 3. Fourth race on the card, $50,000 optional claiming allowance runners in this spot for the 4th. We go 1 mile and 70 yards. Scratch the 5. That's Code Runner. Leaves you with a field of 6. Ardenwood, the 2 horse, is the horse that's probably going to take some action off that victory in that last out. Orlando Mojica aboard today for trainer Hugh Robertson. But I'll be curious to see because Empire Builder can show a little bit of speed in this spot as well. And then you get the scratch of Read the Cliff Notes out of the stake in race number 3 coming into here. And I think Read the Cliff Notes is in the right spot, as this is a horse that should get a tracking trip behind what looks to be a contested pace early on between Ardenwood and Empire Builder, and if Read the Cliff Notes is able to stalk the pace, should get the jump on the late closers, should come running at him late in the lane, and this is a horse that loves this Hawthorne track. 24 starts here at Hawthorne, 10 victories, 18 of 24 over the racetrack, and 8 of 10 on the board at the distance, and despite the net being 9 years old now, Read the Cliff Notes still going very strong, and I think this one gets the first victory of the year as Read the Cliff Notes, third choice there in race number 4. Fifth race on the card today, we go 3/4 of a mile, $25,000 claimers and non-winners of a 3 races lifetime. Bat away the 2, Table Money and a Lucky Shot out of this spot. Leaves you with just a field of 5 to line up in here. Good Apple can show a little bit of speed, Stranger Range, Breaking News, and Phillipsburg. I am going to go to Good Apple on top, though. I think this horse has a little bit of a class edge on this field, as Good Apple has been racing very well throughout the course of the year. Already nearly $75,000 in earnings for the first racing year of its career. But Good Apple races for the condition here today. They run for the higher claiming tag, $37,500 in this spot. You still have that open allowance condition after this race as well, too. So I think this one gets the tracking trip, could come running at him late in the lane. Mohafeth, the 4-horse, maybe a little bit of a sleeper. You probably lose the price a little bit now with table money and Lucky Shot out in here. I still think that one's probably sitting somewhere between 5 to 7 to 1 in this spot. Should come running at him late in the lane. I think race 5, though, probably revolves around Good Apple in that spot. Race 6 starts the 50-cent late pick 4, and in the 6th we go 3/4 of a mile. Conditioned to $5,000 claimers in the 6th. It's a field of 8 to line up. The big question revolves around Uncle Headley in here, the 5 horses. This is a horse that's coming off nearly a year layoff. Speed figures definitely show that Uncle Headley should get the job done. Has a major class advantage over everybody else, but that's the big question. This is a massive drop in class off avoided claim and a lengthy layoff. Makes it hard for me to put the horse on top. I'm instead going to go to the 6. That's One Putt Richie. One Putt Richie from the barn of trainer Ralph Martinez, and One Putt Richie gets Orlando Mojica in the saddle today. Claimed for just a $3,200 out of that last out. That was a good second place effort down at Fairmount Park. That was as even money choice as well. You come back over to Hawthorne today, should be forwardly placed, and you look up and down the field. Be Lucky probably shows that speed. I think a One Putt Richie is the one that's stalking the pace in this spot, and I think this is the one that might be able to sink it when they get home. In the lane there is One Putt Richie. May end up even going off favored there in race number 6. In the 7th, we go to the turf course once again. 1 mile on the firm turf going in race number 7. Scratch the 7. That's classy action. Leaves you with a field of 7 to line up. And the 2, Cross Anna, horse that could be very tough in here, is one of 2 from the barn of trainer Chris Block. Cross Anna gets David Cohen in the saddle today. Second start on the turf. Both races on the grass have been very good to open up this one's career. First start out was over a very yielding turf course. As Cross Anna in that spot, rated back early on, was one of the few that was picking off horses late in the lane and finishing 4th. Off the Lamb, who finished 2nd in that spot, came right on back to win at this level back on June the 15th. But Cross Anna in that spot was able to rate a little bit closer, actually held the lead in the lane, just outfinished by Off the Lamb in that spot. But I think Cross Anna gets a good track and trip in here today. Not a whole lot of pace in this race, and with the close-up trip and the firm turf course, I'm expecting a good effort out of Cross Anna. I'm going to look to this one on top in race number 7. 8th race today is leg 3 of the Silky Sammy series. This is for the filly and mare sprinters in here. Starter allowance company. Scratch the 3 horse. That's Doc 7. Leaves you with a field of 7 to line up. Do make note the 2 Jolie Ruler scratched out of a spot on Thursday for today's race. But I'm going to look on top to a horse that's had a lot of success here at Hawthorne. That's the 4 First Kitten. First Kitten from the barn of trainer Antonio Miraz. 20 starts over this Hawthorne strip. 15 of 20 on the board. 8 of those coming as victories. 12 of 18 on the board at the distance of 3/4 of a mile, too. And First Kitten ran a really good race. It was not this horse's best distance at that last out, going 5.5 furlongs. Got away a step slowly in that spot, but they went very quickly up front. This one was able to run on late and get the job done. You pick up Alexis Centeno in the saddle once again today. You get some pace to chase, too. You have Samarita on the inside, Lily's Woofy on the outside, both who can show speed. And I think Betty's Secret probably shows a little bit of speed as well. But I'm looking for First Kitten to run them down late and see if this one can roll on by in the Silky Sammy. And then the finale today, High Five, wagering back to the turf course, 7.5 furlongs on the firm turf going. It's a field of 9 to line up. These are $10,000 claimers in the spot. And from this field of 9, you got to kind of question what you want to do with Cotton Candy Annie in this spot. That's the 7 horse. This one from the barn of Armando Hernandez. I am going to go to Cotton Candy Annie on top. This is a horse that has had limited turf tries, but in that last out faced $25,000 company that was well sprinting too, and Cotton Candy Annie in that spot showed a little bit of run late, and that was a race where Rambert went out there on the front end and battled the whole way around on the lead. But now around 2 turns, and with a little bit of class relief, I think Cotton Candy Annie kind of rates back a little bit early on, and then comes running at him the lane. Probably going to be a short price, but for me, it's going to be a single in this spot. And we'll see if Cotton Candy Annie can get the job done to close out today's races. That's how I see the 9 races here at Hawthorne on this Sunday afternoon. Let's flip back to the field for the opener. Take a look at the field for the first, as in race 1, we offer Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Double, Pick 3, Place Pick 8, and the start of the 50-cent early Pick 5 wager. A reminder, just a 12% takeout on Win, Play, Show wagers here at Hawthorne each and every day. We go 5/8 of a mile in the first. These are maidens. These are 2-year-olds in race number 1 with that field of 6 to head postward. And you're looking right there At the 6, it is Eliza Vance. Eliza Vance, the filly that's facing the boys in the spot. David Cohen aboard this runner today for trainer Larry Ravelli as Eliza Vance raced back on June the 23rd. In that spot, broke a little bit outward at the start, settled at the back of the pack early on. I thought the horse had a little bit of run late. Dancing Magic was a pretty easy winner in that spot. Mary's Moonglow, pretty clear second, but this is a horse that did close up some ground to finish third. Since that start on June the 23rd, you've come back with 4 works out of that race, one of them being a really snappy 5/8 of a mile drill and 58 and 4. Most recently, just really a maintenance work more than anything in 104 and 4 on August the 11th. But this is a horse that with the outside draw as last to load, should be able to spring out of the gate early on. I think you're going to get a pretty good performance out of Eliza Vance in here. And as you see, taking some action right now, your current favorite on the board right now at 4-5. For second in this spot, I went to one of the Michelle Boyce runners. That's the one. Take it away. Take it away right now is a good price. 6-1 on the board right now. Julio Felix aboard this runner today. And Take It Away debuted in the mud back on July the 14th. And in that spot, thought ran a decent race. Broke okay in there. Chased the pace early on and really chased the whole way around. Raven's Ransom was the winner in that race. But Take It Away ran on to finish third out of that field of 6. Since that race, you've come back with a couple of works leading towards a spot. A half-mile drill followed by a 5/8 of a mile work. The inside draw really my only concern in here. But if Take It Away can get away from the rail, I do expect this horse is able to rate up close early on, contend much of the way and do so. I don't think you're going to get 6-1 come post time, as I expect a lot of action here to Take It Away. But as you see, they're getting a little bit of bucket of water on there with the warmer conditions. And again, we will have those short and post parades throughout the course of the day. For third in here, I want to take a look at the 3. That is Quality Storm. Quality Storm gets Rainer Arrieta aboard for trainer Heather Iron. And Quality Storm has had a couple of starts at Horseshoe Indianapolis leading into today's race. Debuted back on June the 24th. Thought that was a decent effort there, as this is a horse that got away a step slowly in that spot. Was able to close up some ground late. Finished 4th, beaten only a couple of lengths when all was said and done. And then came right on back just 3 weeks later against similar company once again at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Showed a little bit more speed that day. Pressed the pace, was able to battle much of the way around before giving way to finish third out of that field of 7 in there. And I'll be curious to see what Quality Storm shows us today. I don't think they're going to be too far out of it in this spot. And I think if this is a horse that can get away in good order, may be able to stalk the pace, contend much of the way around, but taking a little bit of action. Another one that I think goes even a little bit shorter as we get closer to post time is Quality Storm. Sits right now at 6-1. Here though in today's opener, I'm going to look on top to the 6. That's Eliza Vance. We'll follow it up with the 1, Take It Away, and then go the 3, Quality Storm. In the spot, we offer Win Play Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Double, Pick 3, Place Pick 8, and Early Pick 5 wagering. Again, short and post parades. Horses will head on the track at about 2 minutes to post. Make sure you get your wagers in early, as horses go out about 4 minutes here for race 1.
Racing fans, those of you just arriving, we're about 5 minutes away from the first race. First race starts the rolling daily doubles, rolling pick 3s, the 50-cent pick 5, and the $1 place pick 8. A reminder, we have the lowest takeout in the country on Win Play Show wagers of just 12%. Place pick 8 has a low takeout of just 8%. The dirt track is fast. The turf is listed as firm with the rails set at 10 feet out. We will have short and post parades all day today due to the heat. We're 5 minutes away from the first race here at Hawthorne. On the track for the Sunday opener, 2-year-olds going 5 furlongs, field of 6, no jockey changes. 6, Eliza Vance will carry 2 pounds over the program weight. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta. This race starts the rolling daily doubles, rolling pick 3s, the 50-cent early pick 5, and the $1 place pick 8. 3 minutes till post. They are parading. Here they are. 1, Take It Away, Julio Felix riding. Number 2, Rumbling, will be handled by Ola Fernandez. 3, Quality Storm, Rainier Arrieta aboard. 4 is Sneaky Feet, Israel Hernandez. 5, Leo's Wish, Adamar Santos riding. And number 6 is Eliza Van. David Cohen will bring her to the gate, and they'll all be there in about 2 minutes. Kick off the Sunday card. Once again, the dirt track is fast. The turf is listed as firm with the rail set at 10 feet out. 2 minutes. Racing fans, a little time remains to wager on today's first race here at Hawthorne, which features rolling doubles, rolling pick 3s, the 50-cent pick 5, and the $1 place pick 8. We have a 9-race program today. It's very warm here in the Chicagoland area. The track will be fast all day long. The turf will be firm all day long. Rail set at 10 feet out on the turf course. We do thank you for joining us wherever you may be across the betting network. We are close to starting time for race 1 here at Hawthorne. Moving towards the gate, less than a minute. Racing fans are at the starting gate for today's first race here at Hawthorne. 6 2-year-olds going 5 furlongs in the opener. Horses are entering the starting gate. Last two to go in, Quality Storm and Eliza Vance. Waiting now for Eliza Vance. She's in, they're all in the gate. They're off. Eliza Vance from the outside out very fast. Take it away, came away well, and now these two will dispute the early issue. Inside is Rumbling, and then to the outside, Leo's Wish fourth. In tight quarters between horses, Quality Storm. The top 5 are covered by 4 lengths, and then it's a 3-length gap to the trailer, Sneaky Feet. 3 furlongs from the wire. Take it away, leads up on the outside. Eliza Vance, still these two heads apart for the lead. Splitting horses, Quality Storm is third. Around the turn, they're in the stretch. Eliza Vance up on the outside with a short lead. Take it away, still battling along the inside, and Take It Away is coming back. Eliza Vance out there. Those two are still going at it. Take It Away has the lead again. Eliza Vance on the outside, a gap to the others with Rumbling in third. They're in deep stretch. Take It Away. Eliza Vance on the outside coming on again. Here's the wire. Take It Away. A game winner indeed. Eliza Vance was second. Sneaky Feet close from far back to be up for third over Rumbling fourth. In today's first race, number 1, Take It Away, finished first. 6, Eliza Vance was second. 4, Sneaky Feet third. 2, Rumbling fourth. 1642 is posted. It's unofficial. 59.17 the running time. Returning as the official winner, 1, Take It Away. Take It Away is owned by SD Burley Limited Partnership of Steve and Diana Holland and Judy Denker. Michelle Boyce trained Julio Felix, the winning rider. Take It Away. In Illinois, full 2-year-old gelding by Take Charge Indy of the Champali mare B Way. Take It Away was bred in Illinois by his owner, SD Burley Limited Partnership. First race is official. Return prices in a moment.